There we go. Well, all these choices, I'm going to of course try my best, but being that this is a blind playthrough, I can't promise anything except to try my best. Alright, I need to go back to Eva. There's a few people I need to talk to, actually. An empty bottle is required. Well, I'm going to try and go, look at my map. The places I should go are there and there, according to this. I'm here. I'll try to go to his house in a second, but I do want to kind of explore, because I got time to explore. Hunger goes up. It's currently almost 9 p.m. So let's kind of look around town as well. Statue set up. What? Oh dear. I think it's fine for me to drop here. This is where the opening kind of was. Or something that looked kind of like this area at the very least. Okay, looking at the map, if I follow this, I'll reach a bridge to lead me to where I want to go. There's no run buttons, this is kind of my utmost walking speed, so yeah, man. Also, the music just shifted. Welcome to the midday. Indeed. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Looks like there's a person walking over there, and wow, this area this way. I'm going to try and talk to the guy, and then I'm going to go to Eva. Look at those things and get pieced together and figure out how the person I'm gonna first talk to. Ma'am. We all know about you. Aren't you the lively gal? Aren't you a lively gal? Shall we barter, perhaps? What are you so happy about, girl? She doesn't look happy at me at all. We've almost caught the unseen cat. Wanna come see it? Where'd you find such a cat? It's the famous pale cat. Its eyes are like translucent emeralds. Its fur is gray and its body is completely transparent. I would never go after such a fright. So, what? Can you see its bowels, too? The light passes right through her. It's very pretty, but most importantly, she's invisible in the dark. The Romans can't hear her. That's how light her step is. She belongs to the Pale Obtuse. So, what Obtuse? It's no use. I know you won't believe me anyways. Just come over and see the cat for yourself when it gets dark. It's by the 12th warehouse. The password is Hell Froze Over. So, 12th warehouse, there's a cat, the password is Hell Froze Over. I feel like I should write that down. I've got the text document there, so I guess I'll write it. 12th warehouse, pale cat, password is Hell Froze Over. Just want to write that one down for a second. No, let's not forget this intricate phrase. Off she moves. Anything else you want to talk about? What's up? The soul and the halves got an opportunity to catch their breath. This is good. Now everyone will have the time to prepare, otherwise we'd have to mourn our boys, and the halves would be orphaned. The soul and the halves? It's just a catchy name. Notkin says it's because each of them has a familiar. A cat, a dog, a crow, or a grass snake. Half a soul more than a normal person, or a normal animal. Is that a game? I thought the locals believe that a normal person is supposed to have one soul. Isn't soul splitting only reserved to steppe abominations by local folklore? Are you nuts? The Smack don't have a soul at all, though perhaps Notkin has finally done it. He used to make fun of the old legends, taunted the steppe, played spirits, so perhaps the Smack may come to show him his place. What do they do, these soul and a halves of yours? It's a lifestyle that's larger than life. If you join the soul and a halves, you have to adopt a pet. As you raise it, you change. Then when it's grown, it gets the other way around. Your half begins to take care of you, and so you're always together, bound forever. What if the animal dies? I don't know. No half has ever died before. What kind of soul and half are you if your familiar can die? They wouldn't take you in the first place. Animal lifespans isn't that long. Okay, well there's that conversation. Hello, lookalike girl with different outfit. We all know about you. Aren't you a lively gal? What are you happy about, girl? Unseen cat, tell me about the works. Tell me about the tower. What do you want to know about? How does it not fall? What's inside of it? Us. We play there. Can will let you in, I take it. I don't know who Can is. I haven't had the pleasure yet. Okay, so there's this, I'm guessing it's the giant floating tower that's over there. There's a dog barking, sounds very excitable. So what's nearby where I am? Where's the 12th warehouse? Factory building number 4. Grace's Lodge. So the hospitals. I'm trying to go right here right now. I'm going to focus on that. I'm sort of heading in the right direction, so sure I'll continue. Going through town. The way you walk, sir. Geez, that creepy ass smile. Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that is to be withstood. Oh, friend Carisser, oh, friend, if only I would wet my whistle, I'd gladly give you anything on the earth in exchange for a gulp of chilling spring water. How about we bar? You'll have your water and I'll have bandages. Barter. That guy's terrifying looking. Did I get what I needed of this? Cloths, drugs, rations out there. I don't think I got my end of the deal there. Fuck. Don't worry, I'll get another chance to mourn the boys yet. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, moving through regardless. I do need more water though, which is bad. Because I kind of just gave it away. My water! I'm gonna die! I'll find something to buy eventually. Anything I can help for you, I'd be much obliged if you help me learn how to get around town. Tell me about Town Hall. What is the warehouse is district? The warehouse is the district as well, right? It is, but there's not much to tell you about it. It consists of 2 parts. The first part is where everything that the town exports is stored. Meat, sausage, ham, bone meal, and so on. The other one stores various hardware and also the manufactured goods that the regular train delivers. And how do I get there? That's the knots, the southeasternmost part to be precise. To the south of the station, the meat warehouses are the ones closer to the station, the hardware ones are the ones closer to the town. There's a railroad track running between them. Thank you. I want to know if I need to find that cat. The cat's all that. Water. I need a bottle. You look different. Oh, geez, your face. I've heard so much about you. Oh, what's in your pockets, Pumpkin? Teensy. Present, Uncle Bachelor. Do you want to trade presents? Why not? Sure. No, kid. You're cancel that deal. Not worth it. To my knowledge, maybe it is. Can't try to trade presents away. Let's talk. Why so gloomy, Pumpkin? I want Grandpa to get better. It's sad without him. Is your grandpa sick? My grandpa is dead. Well, that's also dropping me a little bit strictly and hardly. Grandpa Simon is sick. No one plays with me now. The grown-ups never let us into their games, neither do the boys. He really loved you, little one, didn't he? Grandpa will get better. Now, Grandpa will get better from death. Okay. Loved? Why do you put it like that? He still loves us, and he always will, even the naughty ones. Sure, of course, just a slip of the tongue. Grandpa Simon's also dead, Pumpkin. I've heard a lot about you, too. Oh. Look cheerful, that's a good sign. Ah. Why am I calling her Pumpkin? Late realization of that one, but yeah. Anything I can do for you, said the man. I'd be much obliged if you help me get around town. Oh, no thank you. Okay. So I'm right now here. I'm close to whatever house. I guess I'll go to the whatever house. Do whatever. Talk to people on the way, like you. Boy. Hey, you mess with us. You know a thing or two about life. Let's borrow that. Why are you so bristled up? It has begun. A crushing blow to the soul and the halves is being prepared. There are almost 70 dog heads. No one will escape their doom. 70 dog heads. There is a dog-headed man on the loading screens. Maybe that's what it's about. What are the soul and the halves and the dog heads? What does it mean? It means the end of the soul and the halves' domination on Earth. Notkin will have to sweat to break free from the dog's jaws. Are you describing a game of yours? Who is Notkin? Notkin, it's the cat. The pale cat? You will know when the time comes, if he's still alive by then, that is. I hope you're talking about a game. A game to some, destiny to others. I hope you avoid manslaughter to come on no brain conflict. Alright, so tell me about the hindquarters. Belonging to the Crude Sprawl, the Tanner's District, the Crude Sprawl. Bah, the most rottenest place ever. The soil breathes there as though it will swallow you whole. A real bog. What could you possibly need in that place? How do I get there? Nothing curious. It's simple. When they tell you to go to hell, just choose any direction. When you found the worst place in the world, this is it. Haha, you're a very impolite young man. How about I smack on the head? Oh, but this time he's serious. Oh, there's something very alarming in your eyes. I apologize profusely. It's in Earth. The southmost eastern district that borders the abattoir. As the other end is adjoining to this cemetery. Rar, thanks. Let's see. Could I trust him? Don't know. Don't really know if I need to go there right now, so what do I know, really? I don't know anything, to be frank. What the fuck is this world? Where the fuck am I? Time is passing, though. I guess I'm gonna check out this house. It's on the way. Even though I'm wasting daylight. And, you know, time is money and something like that. But this is a nice enough house. I'll explore and see what there is to see. That's a picture. A chess game. Oh, there's the lady standing there. I could sleep, but I'm not going to.
As the mind endeavors to reach one goal, the heart insensibly drags us towards another.
Yes.
I should let some fresh air into the room, but I don't feel like it.
Okay. I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most impenetrable contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? The steppe air is way too thick. I think that's what causes it. It happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept in a while, have you? Instead, it means that you're about to die. Oh no. Herba Travainens in the blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It is that I have lost my ability to make distinctive events that coincide. Well, everyone has that ability. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Let me educate you. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murder. Wait. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murder. Okay? This line of philosophizing is barely an intellectual novelty and is partially relevant to our neck of the woods. I sometimes feel that I would touch the notions of cause and effect with the lips of my fingers, or the tips of my fingers, but now I'm being tedious, I reckon. Not at all, I'm sorry to say yes, but you're being a bit tedious.
This girl is a changeling. She's not the murderer.
So you have traveled all the way here, only to find out that both people you want to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to those more unfortunate circumstances. I doubt I can do it on my own. Tell me plain and simple, what do you make of all this? I've yet to meet anyone who can help me in the slightest way find the killer. Do you like Eva Yan? I'm gonna cough for a second, so give me a second. There we go. You like Eva Yan? Not quite, but in any case, I hope that getting to know me will not become a problem to you. You managed to find out so much about this 1 minute's talk. Do you like Eva Yan? Very much. It wouldn't be much of a stretch to say absolutely admire her. Or I expect you to have a different opinion of her. Yeah, same here.
Yes?
I doubt I can do it on my own. Tell me plain and simple, what do you make of all this? So I have heard. A wisecrack I know says that while you are trying to complete the portrait of the killer is busy painting yours. Hilarious, is it not? The hunter becomes the hunted. However, put bluntly, you have become the keynote of this particular plot. The intrigue is also so rich that it keeps you busy for a week, if not longer than that. What would you do if you were me? Oh, really? You're signing the same tune too? If you want my advice, I wouldn't trust what our feudals tell you. The perpetual triangle of influence means that every party concerned will do their best to use their authority to their own benefit. I'm not that conceited. Perhaps people of lower standing would not try to use me. It is more likely that people of such standing will be much too scared to cooperate. Given your position, you may want to try your luck with the shadow cabinet of local nobility, the woman of influence. They know much more than the simple townsfolk, yet they care much less about the family's power. Who are these lady aristocrats? Lady aristocrats, such a way of saying it will be of relevance strictly within the specific context of values and perceptions, characteristic of a backwoods hole like ours. The catch is that the aristocracy is not defined by birthright here. Rather, the status is granted by the degree of enigmatic fascination that a woman is possessed of. Questionable background, audacity of demeanor, this whole assortment. So you tell me who these fluent ladies are. Laura, Eva, yours truly, and last but not least, Maria. I won't listen to Cortina if I were you. Her morphine habit has turned her into a walking corpse. The others, however, are liable to deceive. You don't like being lied to, do you? So, Laura, Eva, Yulia, and Maria. I can't stand it. It's better to die than to lie. Can't say I care all that much. I can live with it. Between those two extremes, I guess I'd say that one, but yeah.
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
Could you tell me about Laura? I will not speak on the matter. You will know Laura well enough as soon as you meet her. My relationship with her is complicated. Why is that? They say that Laura is an angel, an epitome of malevolence and compassion. She sees everyone as a friend. She is too eager to help, too happy to oblige. After her father died, she turned to the Ravel mansion, into the most hospitable and heartwarming place in town. Long story short, Laura is believed to be the kindest woman of us all. However, that's not true. She's a woman devastated by grief. All the gifts she is so happy to give away are fundamentally offerings to a dead person. She favors the living with something the dead have no use for. Really? Who's the addressee? Could it be her late father? This is merely speculation, though, something I was unable to conjecture from the observations I made, so Laura is no angel. Her philosophy is almost reprehensible. She pities everyone she comes across, for she knows that all will die just like her dearly departed. She sees a corpse in everyone she looks upon. I can't say I appreciate it, but that being said, she will certainly be of great help to you in your inquiry. I see.
What?
That's all you have to say. I've yet to meet anyone who can help me in the slightest way to find the killer. Do you have any relevant experience? Do you know how a murderer may be found? Not really, but I hunt the killer of all killers in my laboratory. Looking for killers is the duty of a law enforcement officer. I don't go killer, and I'm a scientist. Incidentally, it's more than possible that the killer is hiding away in the house of Anne Angel. Thinner of sorts. Now, here's another woman worthy of attention. In fact, I heard some ghastly man covered in blood was seen entering her house today. How do you know this? What kind of woman is Anne Angel? The town is a small place. Bachelor, the wind carries rumors with falling leaves, mixing birds' feathers with emotions. We all know one another so well here that we are sometimes able to hear each other's thoughts. A family trait, if you will. But that being said, I doubt that the man in Anna's house is the real killer. Where does this Anna live? She lives in the mansion that once belonged to a family of exiles whose political views led them to a far-out town like ours. Because of some ill-conceived sense of comedy, they were happy to give shelter to the runaway actress. As soon as she told them she was persecuted by the powers that be, a year later they died, suspiciously if you ask me, leaving Willow Mellow, their daughter, in the care of their companion. Willow died soon thereafter, mysteriously. They all died of natural causes, allegedly, even though Willow was buried in a tightly closed coffin. The body was examined by Isidore Burka, however, and he is not a man who would cover up a crime. Anyway, you would do good to take a look at the house yourself. The mansion is known for the Wellows. It stands by the Gola to the earth. Anna, huh? Well, no, I won't go there. I'm inclined to think there was just another victim and a killer. Ah. The Willows will serve as residence for a senior called Anna. Her last name Angel has a curious ring to it. Eula believes that the suspect of murder may be hiding there. Not.
My arms are flaccid, as if made of cotton wool.
Not quite, but I guess, well, you may have found so much about me in 1 minute's talk. What's the symbol at the bottom left mean? Okay. And was that to my quest for the day? Yeah, that's a side quest. Which means I need to do that today, because apparently I triggered it today. You have to complete your task before the day is up, I know that. Or because they'll be wiped as soon as the day is done. So if you don't complete them in the day that you receive them in, then they're no longer going to be available to you. Well, got a few places to go and visit then. I'll start over to the left. Hey. Shell. Why is the girl carrying ammo around everywhere? Factory, hell froze over. This is quite the structure right there. Despite it not showing up on my map, really. So I should head towards the river and try into the places. The only thing is, since I'm just learning about the town, I should stop by buildings I can enter that are important, but I don't really have... I still don't fully understand everything about this game yet. Not even close to everything. I'm just kind of making my way through town and exploring situations. Hello, ma'am. So I guess I will do what I know I can do. I guess an hour just passed. Yep, 10 a.m. Also, after 11 p.m., I should be at Eva's place or whatever. Let's go here and then there. I'm gonna do the side quest first. Actually, no, I'm gonna circle around town. I guess I can first stop here, then stop there, and then make my way over there. Yeah, I can do it like that. I'll talk to this guy as well. Anything I can do for you? Town hall. The town hall is the most useless place in the whole town, I'm telling you. The only thing that's good is taking up space. It's the most prominent building in the backbone sinister and still useless. Why useless? Because we are ruled by, well, rulers. There are no officials around here and no need for them to. You want to know what's up there in the town hall? The post office and the jail. Nothing more. It's fine. They'll finally repurpose the building someday. Turn it into a school, maybe. Or with a facility, it would still be of better use. I see. How do you get to Backbone? The schools have a jail. Great idea. How come you still haven't got a map? You're lost for good without one. The Backbone is in the knots. That's the middle part of the districts between the Goal and the Gazel. Much obliged, even though I don't know what the fuck any of this is, but whatever. I don't know what the knots are, or the mouth, or the jaw. But I'll check out this house first, because it's here, and I'm here. Also, this singing track. Let's go through here. See, it feels like every hour has a different song that's playing, which may in fact be what it is. Who are you, ma'am? This is a very small house. That is a picture of a spider.
What?
What indeed? Is that a real-life moving clock?
It's true. The girl has proven that she's a saint. not a killer.
Well, let's talk to Weirdo McWeird here. The only proper way for a duel to end is with the death of one of the fighters. That's what battles are supposed to be. Any conflict that has two sides inevitably turns into a battle of good and evil. Why are you telling me this? Real philosophy. I never liked black and white mentality. Brutal philosophy. I'm not speaking metaphorically or metaphysically, I'm talking about a very particular battle. You are one of the combatants, Bachelor Dansbury. Do you favor good or evil? That's too vague a question. I cannot be more coherent. Details distort the core essence. They devalue the words. What you're saying is, it will be I who is to adjust the details along the way, right? But without the details, you sound delirious.
I need morphine.
Oh, she's the morphine one. You are a brave man, Bachelor Drosky. Why? You're overestimating my virtues. Why? This fight is very unlikely to end in your favor. Does a clay and a bone man-eater leave traces of the kind you've witnessed? It's only a spell, an illusion. They just prefer to see it that way. It makes it easier for them. Fight is too big a word. I'm really assisting Gregory in his efforts to find the murderer, so you know the details from if in advance. What man-eater? I'm sorry to break it to you, but you will have to fight to the death. Even if it were a metaphor, the ending is still ambiguous. If you don't find out what happened before nightfall, you will die. So basically I need to figure out something before night, or else I'm going to be killed. I'll take that again. How do you know all this? I'm clairvoyant. What's the nature of your visions? This should not be of your primary concern at the moment. You should concern yourself with the number of minutes you have left, and the number is dwindling. I don't know predictions around. Others will tell you you often have to add that they have come true. Do you heed my words? Fine.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
Do you also think Simon Kane's death was unnatural? No, not at all. How would someone who has absorbed all our blood not die? The Eagle Man cannot handle that. There are limits to a living being's vitality. There are limits to the world's patience. So his death was inevitable, is what you're saying. Wait, what do you mean by the limits to a living being's vitality? I think I've heard that somewhere before. Zorb, Simon used to drink human blood? Simon transformed our town into a single whole, a living being. He was the heart, and we were the blood running through the town's veins. We radiated light, and that's why we used to shine so brightly. The bound are actually bound to Simon. But who could have killed him? What about the limits of the world's peace? What do you mean by that? Who is to blame for his death? Even if someone did have something to do with it, is that person worth blaming? Most likely they didn't realize they were killing someone. Yes, that's how it was. Now I see very clearly. Yes,